Hi, scientists, and welcome to class today. My name is Mrs. Knight. Before we get started on this lesson, remember to ask help if you need it from your teacher, a classmate, or a family member. Before we get started, you will see that on this journal there is a spot to type your name. Please find name on the first slide and type your name in the text box. You can pause this video at any time to complete these tasks. This lesson is about matter, specifically about solids. How can we describe a solid? There are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. This lesson is going to focus on properties of a solid. So, how can we describe a solid? As you're moving through these slides, you will notice there is a gray or a purple circle with a speaker on it. You can click that speaker at any time to hear me read the text that's on that page. This lesson has 4 parts. The first part is the introduction, or the I do. The second part is using the 5-finger strategy to recognize properties of a solid. The third part is the you do, where it's your turn to show what you know. And the fourth part is a sing-along about matter, where we will check our understanding of what we learned. The success criteria for this lesson: by the end of this lesson, you will be able to tell what matter is, describe the 5-finger strategy, and explain how to observe a solid. Everything in the world is made of matter. Matter takes up space. Matter that keeps its shape is a solid. We can describe solids by color, shape, size, and texture, how it feels. Today we will practice describing solids: their color, their size, their shape, and how they feel, if they're rough, if they're bumpy, if they're squishy. Here is a video about solids. Press the pause button and click the play button to watch the video. Come back when you're done. Now that you've watched the video on solids, click the next arrow at the bottom of the page to go to the next page. So let's talk about it. Talk about it with a family member, with your teacher, or with a classmate who's near you. What is the texture word you might use to describe this solid in this picture? So here are some texture words: bumpy, soft, furry, scratchy, rough, fuzzy. Click and drag the X to the texture word. So click and drag the X to the texture word you would use to describe this solid. You can pause this video at any time. I just want you to notice here is a speaker if you would like to hear what's being read on this page. And here is a home button. This home button will bring you back to our home page. Scientists use their senses to observe the world around them. A good scientific observation will include many observable properties. Take a look at this picture. Choose one solid from this picture. How would you describe the color and shape? Take another look. How would you describe the size and texture? Talk about it with your teacher, a family member, or a classmate. Pause this video. Welcome back. When you observe and describe a solid like a good scientist, you should include the 4 properties of color, shape, size, and texture. You can also include other properties that you observe, such as what parts something has or what material it is made of. That's something else you can describe. So you can use your 5 fingers to help you remember 5 properties that you can observe. Color, put your fingers up. Shape, size, texture, and then something else. Maybe what parts something has or what materials it is made of. Let's try the 5 finger strategy to describe the observable properties of this table. Color. The table is white. Shape. I notice that the table is round. Size. The table is small. Texture. By the look of the picture, the table is smooth. And I'm noticing that something else, the table has 4 legs. Those are observable properties of the table. Now it's your turn. Use the 5 finger strategy to describe the observable properties of the teddy bear. Share the properties you observe by pausing this video, talking about it, or you could type it, record your answer, or write your answer. Your choice. For the rest of the slides, you can listen by clicking the speaker button. You can move to the next slide by clicking next or using your arrow keys. And you can follow the directions and talk about it with your teacher, a family member, or a classmate. When you get to the check for understanding, practice the song Move Like a State of Matter. And you have completed this lesson when you get to this page, the wrap up. Everything in the world is made of matter. Matter takes up space. Matter that keeps its shape is solid. When we observe a solid, we can use the 5 finger strategy to describe its color, shape, size, texture, and another property. Talk about it. Did you enjoy today's lesson? Why or why not? See you next time. Have a great day.